Scorpio, Mercury Retrograde from October 20th to November 26th, 2025. When silence reveals more than words, destiny shifts behind the scenes. The whisper behind the curtain, Scorpio. Your story during this Mercury retrograde is one of mystery, transformation, and revelation. Between October 20th and November 26th, Mercury, the planet of communication, logic, and decision-making, takes a backward journey through your sky. But this is no ordinary retrograde. For you, Mercury governs two of the most intense and fate-shaping houses in thaiastrology, the house of death and rebirth, the realm of endings, change, inheritance, and emotional transformation. The house of gains, the sphere of fortune, rewards, and opportunities. Now, as Mercury moves retrograde between your first house and 12th house, your personal life, mindset, and private world intertwine in ways that bring both confusion and awakening. It's as if the universe pulls you inward, asking you to face what's unspoken, to listen to the silence between thoughts, and to find clarity where others see only fog. 1. Work, communication, and the hidden chaos. This retrograde cycle affects your professional world and communication, especially in how you deal with complex, unseen, or emotionally charged matters. Complications at work, the hidden labyrinth. Your usual precision and intensity might be tested. Tasks that were once straightforward may suddenly become complicated by other people's mistakes or emotional drama. You might find yourself cleaning up someone else's mess or navigating a chain of misunderstandings that waste your time or even your money. For instance, a Scorpio who manages a business project could be handed incomplete data, confusing reports, or a last-minute change in responsibility. It's not personal, it's Mercury's way of teaching you patience and discernment. When others panic, you must become the calm center, the quiet strategist who sees what lies beneath. Misinformation and false signals. This is not the time to believe everything you hear. Mercury's backward motion in your chart can amplify rumors, assumptions, and misleading news, especially around financial markets, contracts, or partnerships. If your work depends on data or communication, journalism, trading, marketing, research, double-check every source. In thaiastrology, this phase is like distorted data that appears clear but hides subtle errors. Before making big moves, pause. Let the truth reveal itself with time. Communication glitches and delays, emails go missing. Deadlines blur. Online meetings disconnect halfway through. You may need to repeat yourself more often or explain things that should be obvious. This can feel exhausting for Scorpio, a sign that values efficiency and control. But rather than fight the tide, adapt to it. Triple-check your documents. Confirm every appointment. And if something still goes wrong, breathe. Remember, Mercury retrograde doesn't ruin plans. It reveals weak systems that need better structure. Example: a Scorpio artist or consultant might experience miscommunication with a client, but that incident could inspire them to create clearer contracts, better pricing terms, or a new workflow that saves time in the future. Technology and data caution back up everything: files, passwords, confidential messages. This retrograde travels through your house of secrets and digital networks. That means data loss, leaks, or technical breakdowns can occur. Maybe your phone suddenly resets. Maybe your laptop needs repair. Or worse, a sensitive email lands in the wrong inbox. Take it as a reminder: information is energy. Protect it wisely. Also, keep an eye on your spending related to technology. Gadgets, subscriptions, or upgrades may become necessary but could exceed your initial budget. 2. Relationships, secrets, and gains through ending. Scorpio, ruled by Mars and Pluto, you understand better than anyone that sometimes destruction is liberation. During this Mercury retrograde, relationships, both personal and professional, enter a phase of deep reflection and hidden truth. Ambiguity in relationships, because Mercury overlaps with Venus. Miscommunications can blur trust. You might sense your partner withdrawing, or notice that something is being left unsaid. It doesn't always mean betrayal, but it does mean you need clarity. Ask, don't assume. Discuss, don't accuse. For those in business partnerships, unclear agreements or divided goals could cause temporary rifts. This is the time to renegotiate honestly, not to end things impulsively. Example: a Scorpio business owner may discover that a partner has been withholding financial details, not out of malice, but from fear of confrontation. Once confronted with patience and transparency, the relationship rebuilds stronger than before. Fortune through closure. Sometimes the universe gives you something valuable only after it takes something else away. This retrograde can bring unusual financial blessings tied to endings, compensation from a contract termination, a legal settlement, inheritance, or a change in ownership structure. You might receive money through release, not pursuit. Example: a Scorpio ending a joint business deal might walk away with a buyout payment or a new idea that becomes far more profitable independently. This is the paradox of Mercury's retrograde power in your chart. It closes one door to unlock another, often in a hidden karmic way. 3. Wealth ambition and Jupiter's blessing. While Mercury stirs the waters, Jupiter, planet of expansion and fortune, lights up your path from behind. Its energy gives you long-term stability, particularly in finances, learning, and self-development. Starting new ventures. If you've been dreaming of starting a project, business, or investment, this retrograde may delay external progress but strengthen internal preparation. You're meant to refine your plan, not rush it. Jupiter supports projects related to education, creativity, or children, anything that uplifts or teaches others. Example: a Scorpio who's been tutoring, designing online courses, or creating educational content may find this is the time to refine their brand, learn new tools, or reposition themselves before a big launch in December. Turning passion into profit. This is the golden thread running through your chart, earning from what you love. Whether it's art, music, writing, sports, or mentoring, the universe now rewards authenticity. Don't chase trends. Focus on what brings genuine joy and meaning. Small personal projects may start slow, but can evolve into steady income sources by the year's end. That hobby you almost gave up on? It might become the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Hidden money, quick opportunities. Scorpio's connection to the 8th house always involves resources that come through others, inheritances, insurance, or shared assets. During this Mercury retrograde, delayed settlements or blocked funds might finally start to move, albeit in unexpected ways. For instance, a refund, tax claim, or pending commission could appear right when you need it most. Alternatively, a past investment might suddenly regain value. In thaiastrology, this is called blessings disguised as slow processes or messy transitions. Investing in knowledge. Perhaps the most powerful message here: use your money not only to earn more, but to become more. Courses, mentorships, or travel to meet experts will pay off tenfold later. Jupiter, your secret ally, supports every effort that expands your wisdom or skill set. Example: a Scorpio who joins a specialized training course in late 2025 could find that by mid-2026, the new expertise attracts clients or positions they once thought unreachable. 4. Health, mind, and inner balance. Mercury retrograde in your 1st and 12th houses can blur the line between physical and emotional fatigue. You may feel drained without knowing why, not because something's wrong with your body, but because your mind is overloaded. Hidden fatigue and body signals. Minor health issues like body aches, neck stiffness, or chronic tiredness could intensify during this period. Don't ignore them. They are signs from your body asking for rest and release. Avoid overworking or pushing yourself past limits. Remember, Mercury's slowdown is also your cue to pause and reset. Diet and cleanliness. Pay attention to what you eat and drink. Food poisoning, allergies, or digestion issues may occur if you ignore your body signals. Now is a perfect time to detox, physically and emotionally. Even light fasting, hydration, or switching to cleaner foods can drastically improve your focus and energy, memory and clarity. Mercury rules cognition, your memory, logic, and focus. When it moves retrograde, your mental rhythm may slow down. You might forget appointments, misplace items, or misread instructions. Rather than panic, simplify. Keep a planner, set reminders, and reduce multitasking. Think of this as your mind rebooting, clearing unnecessary noise before rebooting into sharper clarity by late November. Example: A Scorpio engineer who's been juggling too many projects might realize they've been spreading themselves too thin. By stepping back and organizing priorities, their performance skyrockets once Mercury turns direct. Emotional strength and Mars boost your ruling planet. Mars gains strength later in the cycle, around late November. That's when your energy, determination, and confidence return full force. Until then, pace yourself. Act only when necessary. Use logic, not impulse. By December, the rewards for your patience will become clear. Every careful move you make during Mercury retrograde becomes a stepping stone to long-term victory. 5. The spiritual message, the Phoenix within Scorpio. Your life theme has always been transformation. Mercury retrograde now turns that theme inward, asking you to shed the mental patterns, fears, or dependencies that secretly drain your power. You may feel like you're walking through fog, but this fog hides your awakening. Every delay, every confusion, every silence, it's all part of your rebirth cycle. The House of Endings doesn't symbolize loss, it symbolizes evolution. It teaches that nothing truly disappears, it only changes form. So, if you lose a deal, a job, a relationship, or even an illusion, trust that it's being replaced by something truer to your path. Example, the Phoenix story. A Scorpio woman once lost her long-term position during a Mercury retrograde. At first, it felt like betrayal. But in that pause, she reconnected with her passion for design, started freelancing, and within 6 months built a thriving creative business, earning more freedom and respect than she ever had before. That's the essence of this retrograde. You're not being punished. You're being repositioned. 6. Key advice. Navigating Mercury's maze. Let's summarize the lessons of this powerful transit. Domain energy advice. Example, work and communication delays, confusion, hidden errors. Recheck all details. Work in silence. Avoid confrontation. Project delays lead to improved systems, relationships, secrets, or misunderstandings. Seek clarity, not conflict. Honest talk rebuilds trust. Finances. Gains through endings or hidden sources. Focus on long-term growth. Pay debt settlement or compensation brings relief. Health. Stress, mental fatigue. Rest, detox. Simplify life. Sleep and stillness restore clarity. Spiritual growth, reflection, and rebirth. Let go of control. Trust timing. Endings become new beginnings. The calm after the storm. Scorpio, Mercury retrograde in your chart is like diving into the deepest part of your own ocean. Murky, intense, but filled with treasure. You are being asked to listen more than speak, to observe more than react, and to trust silence more than noise. Yes, there will be moments of doubt and frustration. But remember, Mercury's backward motion is not regression, it's reflection. It's the universe handing you a mirror and asking, do you truly understand your power? By the end of November, as Mercury moves forward again, you'll emerge lighter, sharper, and emotionally reborn, the true phoenix of the zodiac, rising once more from your own ashes. Final words. Do not fear what ends, Scorpio. For every secret revealed, every silence broken, and every delay endured is the sound of destiny rearranging itself in your favor.